They're trapped. We all are.
Fuck, no way.
The roads are not
no.
safe around these parts. What the Whispers have done, the forest, it's brought things forth, allowed things to thrive that shouldn't. This is our home. We can't leave, and it's a horrid place.
Scratcher was leaving.
Scratcher is an oddity.
Do you know why Scratcher had one of their weapons then?
I don't. But we do have something of theirs.
And what's that, Bill?
Do you plan on going to Dreadstone?
Unsure.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We don't. When they come in the hour of the wolf, when it's most darkest, and we do not see them. Though some years passed when there were still those of a magical nature here, one of them fell. And it was... They had something, and we have kept it. They were wearing a mask. A metal mask. When it came off, they panicked.
Do you have it? Place?
I do, yes.
But what do you mean by they panicked?
I don't know. I was quite young at the time. That's just the story.
Did anyone try to put the mask on?
Nobody has wanted to do anything with it. I'm afraid hope has run quite thin. Any chance at, I would say, rebellion was squashed out a very long time ago. You see Bella reach forward and in pain slightly, and she kind of grabs her belly as she does so, and she squeezes her eyes shut, and the door slams shut.
Wait, it slams shut by itself.
Seems so.
Oh my god, she's having a demon baby.
What's going on?
She's kind of wincing in pain.
Oh, she's about to give birth. Ain't no. Belle?
No.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No, not really.
Oh shit. Gabriel's done this kind of talk.
Is your baby magic?
Oh shit.
She kind of looks up at you with a stare that is just like not cruel but cold. Do not speak that into existence.
Oh,
And then she like
no.
winces in pain again. And when she comes up, her eyes are glowing blue. And then like she blinks and
Yep.
it disappears.
Absolutely. Okay, well, when are you due?
Don't know.
You want me to take a look? I am a doctor.
What?
I don't know what else to do.
You said you are trapped here. What do you mean by that?
We can't leave, and I have this is my home. This is my home.
Hmm.
Gabriel
Did
put
she
his hand.
appear compelled?
You can make an Arcana check.
Ooh. Gabriel during that will put his hand on hers, on her tummy, and say, "Who did they take from you?"
She looks up. She has like tears rolling down her face. They took everybody.
What'd they do?
Go ahead and roll me a group persuasion check, please.
Whoa. That's
I'll
bad
wait.
for yeah, thanks, Chuck.
You don't have to wait.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, all right. Somebody else go. Fuck.
Oh, no.
We're in danger.
Yay, Chuck.
Hey.
Well, at
I'm
least a
in
couple of
danger.
us.
Demon baby.
She kind of looks up and around at you all. You promise you're here to help.
Promise.
Chuck's gonna nod.
Yes, we are.
She kind of winces in pain again. And this time you notice the tips of her finger begin to glow like orange, like embers.
What the?
God.
Oh boy.
What
Okay,
in the
well,
fuck is happening?
No. And she kind of shakes it off. I'm sorry. And she's not talking to you. She's talking to herself or somebody else. And as she's like in pain and she kind of looks up at you all, her skin begins to change. And the lizard like scales like flip over individually, revealing a gray skin, almost featureless, and like white hair, as you would see in front of you. I'd say most of you would either may have seen an individual like this before or have heard of an individual like this before. This is she's a changeling.
Oh.
Still pregnant though.
Still pregnant, yep. She has like this,
Okay.
like almost like chalk white skin, and then like gray around her eyes. Her her actual eyes are just like there's no pupils or anything. They're just like completely white. Her lips are white. Just like everything is like completely featureless, and like there's just this like plain white hair that comes round to like past her shoulders.
Mm.
They came and they killed my family. They took everything. I don't know who, but somebody sent me downriver. And one of the villagers here picked me up and took me in, and I've been here ever since.
Where's the father?
He's gone.
Understood.
Gone where?
She just looks out the window and points at the black castle sat upon the hill.
So there's a chance, yes?
How long ago?
Inside check.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that's crazy.
It must have been 3 seasons. No. 2. It's been too long. Zaxxon, you doesn't seem to be hiding anything.
Have I read about giving birth?
I mean,
This is about to happen. She's about to pop a baby out. So I'm just like, does he like get like a baseball catcher? Like, is he ready? I have no idea.
I mean, with a medicine skill, you might have like a very basic knowledge, but it's probably not something you've practiced.
I know exactly how to give birth. Don't you not you worry, Bill.
Okay, well, you're not giving birth. She is. You're going
yes,
to
that
help
is correct.
deliver the child.
baby is
That's
coming
the term
out.
you're looking for. You're going
This
to
baby
help
is
deliver.
Oh god.
We're gonna have to get her to, she is in deep pain.
I'm here, you know. And she kind of like winces again.
Holy shit.
Looks at anybody to help.
Chuck's gonna look away from
I mean,
Gabriel.
I have medicine. So
Oh, thank
I
Christ.
I'm not
Wait,
proficient, but you know.
Oh,
Wait, the child's not coming right now.
I don't know.
Her waters break
Well, aren't you the
as you say
doctor?
that.
Oh, ain't
Is
no
that since she's
way.
giving birth?
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. No, help me up. Help me up. I'm not giving birth in this place. And she kind of like stands herself up.
Thank God.
Where are we going?
Okay, but
Get
where are
me
you
home.
going?
Get me home, please.
Okay.
And her
Okay.
skin changes back into the lizard folk form, and she kind of do you help her out?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes!
she kind of walks out, and like
Oh my
she
God.
like now that you're carrying her around, like every so often she's like screaming in pain as you're walking through the village.
Oh
But
my
everyone's like looking at
God.
you now, and it's like, okay, what's going on? And everyone starts to gather as she points out a house
fuck.
right next to the house that burnt down, as you make a way over, and another lizard folk, an elderly lizard folk woman, comes out, and she's like, "Oh God, come in," and gets in and like clears the bed, gets her up on the bed. I'll take it from here.
Oh, lovely.
No, she like points out some other people from the town, and they come in that seem to be like, general
Fucking party.
people that know what they're doing, and this is the first time someone's given
Yeah.
birth in a village.
Very unlike us,
and you kind of get shoved out, and the
That's
whole village
fine.
are
God
kind of
bless
like
America.
crowded outside this place, and they're all kind of just stood outside. Like listen, and you can just hear her screams from the inside, screams of pain, as everyone just kind of crowds around, and you definitely get some looks, and Locket comes over. Well, this is a surprise. Didn't expect this to happen. At least we got your Oh, doctor, you're not helping.
Fuck! Ow! You know what? You're right. And Gabriel goes sprinting into the door. And then you hear
Okay.
from inside, "Don't worry, I am the doctor."
Okay, you are able to help out easy enough. Even the other women are like actually directly giving birth, but you're like helping keep her, make sure she's stable.
I'm
and
there for moral support. Absolutely.
But she also looks at you coming in a little bit like, what the fuck are you doing here? And she definitely gives you a look, but then she's too busy giving birth. But everyone's like watching this happen.
Oh my god.
And as like you start to hear like in the distance, you hear like a roll of thunder as like some darker clouds start coming over, and it begins to rain. And it's dripping, and some people like go off, but most of the folk here don't care about a bit of rain. Definitely seems to be like the primary outsource of this village seems to be, they seem to be outsourcing a lot. But there's a lot of like lumber lying around, so they go cover it up and things like that, that they've chopped down from the forest around the area. But you hear her screams continue for another half an hour or so. Go on.
Were the flashes and the changes in her, was that due to the pain of the oncoming birth, or
You don't know. But as
okay? So
go on.
can I just pull everyone aside really quick and just let them know that, like, clearly, from what I had gleaned in my insight earlier, that she suspects what I said out loud.
Which is
They're going to come for her baby.
You got this, Bill. Piss!
Meaning that we need to be prepared.
You think they're gonna come right away? Why would
I
they?
mean, look around you. This entire place is completely devoid of any kind of magic or life.
I'm here.
Now you have, well, exactly. So am I. So is Gabriel. You have all of us in this one area, plus you have the birth of this child. It's going to be a literal beacon.
At that point, you hear a guttural scream as Belle pushes for the final time, as you begin to hear instead the cries of a newborn baby from within that begin to get louder and louder and louder. And then, Gabriel, you have to cover your eyes as there is an explosion of light that just the windows of this cottage blow
my God.
outwards, and
I just
like light
manifested
just
that.
spills out of the room as this baby's screams, this baby's
This is so
cries
bad.
just like spill out in this arcane explosion as the door swings open and the glass shatters, and
Oh.
like even there's light coming out of the chimney.
What the fuck?
Yep.
And then
They
it
coming.
subsides,
Oh, Lord,
and
they
the
coming.
baby stops crying as it's put in its mother's arms. As you look down, Gabriel, at Belle, who is no longer the lizard folk. She's just like, she cannot uphold her form anymore, as she's just in her original changeling form. As the other people around, one of them not looking so shocked, being the elderly lizard folk woman, but the other people looking surprised and then looking at you, Gabriel, to see your reaction. But everyone else on the outside seeing this
Was her mate
arcane,
the flashlight?
seeing this arcane explosion,
Morning Lord.
immediately you hear just like some people like scream, some people shout. You hear in like different languages. I'd say let's
So bad. This is so bad.
you do hear one of them in common. You hear the Minotaur that you saw earlier, the bullhead, and you hear him speak to like looks to be his wife and some kids. Say, oh, we gotta get inside. Hunker down quickly now, go. And they kind of run off towards and like everybody
Curses in
disperses
Elvish.
quickly.
So bad.
And the only person left with you is Locket, who's just stood there in awe of the situation, and then turns to the rest of you. They'll be coming.
Yeah, they will.
Is there a better place we could be?
There's nowhere else to go.
How many of them usually arrive when something like this happens?
We don't see them. They come in the night. We stay indoors. Often, we're just villagers. We don't fight or nothing. We're defenseless. And he kind of runs up and grabs your hand, Zaxxon, and he's just a little guy, but he looks up. Hey, if I can ask you anything, please defend that child. And he looks around and makes sure nobody's watching. Oh, that baby's mother, Belle. She's one of the Evanharts.
Evanhart.
What?
She's all that's left.
I'm gonna.
Fuck us.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Ooh.
Now imagine if we had gotten into a fight in the forest and then had to do this. Sorry.
We've left the kid before.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Okay.
Immediately, Pip is gonna find like the primary sort of entrance to this place, and at this point, I think casting magic is
yeah,
the least of our worries.
yes,
Kind of unlocked at this point.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Pip
this
is gonna
is-
cast alarm and
Nice.
set it up so that should anybody outside of pretty much anybody who's currently in the actual room now, should anybody sort of cross that barrier,
People know.
So are you doing
not
this?
just Pip, I'm going to do this as an audible alarm so that not only Pip is made aware, but everybody in the area, primarily because if this does happen at night, who's to say Pip wouldn't somehow be distracted with nightmares or something? I don't know. It's a possibility, and I don't want to fuck it up for everybody.
well, we're not
Yeah.
sleeping, so
Okay, so just to check, are you putting this in the cottage where Bella's given birth, or are you doing this like at the entrance to the village?
At the cottage. I don't
Okay.
know.
So I'm inside.
At the
Okay.
cottage.
All right, so you can dedicate, or like there's like the elderly lizardfolk woman, and then there's two tabaxi women in there as well. So you can dedicate them, Gabriel, and then the rest of the party and lock it. So if any of those people, anyone other than them goes inside, there'll be an audible alarm.
Okay.
All right. Okay. It takes you about 10 minutes. So Pip's doing this with like
All right.
silver thread and going around the windows and the doorways, muttering a spell.
And I'm gonna tell Locket, like, we'll do our best, but if we can get any help, it will be welcome.
Right.
I'm gonna-
Help. Go ahead, Zaxxon.
I'm gonna just, as he said the Evernhard thing, I'm gonna Jackson, his eyes will widen a little bit, and he'll just like he's sort of got an idea in his head, and he's like, right, we'll stay here this evening and make sure if anybody shows up, they will have a hard time getting in.
They'll be here by nightfall. They always are.
Right.
Okay.
Could you tell whoever you can if they are not already in here, or they are not to come here? And if they do, they will be met with me.
You're on about the villagers, sir?
I just don't want anybody getting hurt. I don't know all of these people. I don't know who works for those. And he looks up at the Dreadstone.
She wasn't lying when she said that nobody here would be in league with them.
Nobody, no. We've lost too much.
Either way, they show up here, they are in danger.
Right. Okay. I'll do that. Thank you. He kind of scuttles off.
Before he scuttles off, I'm gonna
Yeah.
sort of like grab onto his arm, and he says, "If I or any of us, and we'll look around at everybody, need something, or we come back here after we make a visit, no questions asked. Understood?"
Of course. Yes, sir. If
Now,
you,
let's go.
thank you. Even if you're trying. And he kind of, heads off. Okay.
Oh Lord, this
Good
is
shit, Zaxxon. Good shit.
Does
Yes, Pip?
so what's like reasonable versus unreasonable? For example, flaming sphere, right?
Yep.
If I were to cast flaming sphere at the entrance to this place, is it something that can just stay there for a long period of time, or is that unreasonable?
It has a duration on it, so every spell will have a duration, I'm afraid.
Got it. Okay.
So whatever the duration is, just how long it will last.
All right. Well, I have an idea.
Okay.
For when that time comes.
Okay, I will say this. And it's currently about probably about 3 p.m., like mid-afternoon. According to Locket, you have until nightfall. Or sometime after, because Belle also said they came, Hour of the Wolf, which is like midnight. So you have a certain amount of time here to prepare yourselves and prepare defenses. So what would you like to do?
What? For the time being, I think Gabriel's occupied. Inside with, I'm guessing, I'm just gonna call them nurses, or the
Sure.
people who knew
He's
they were.
surrounded by midwives. You
Midwives,
ain't needed
yep.
in there anymore.
Wait,
Get your ass out here and help.
I'm gonna step in for a moment and ask Gabriel, do you need that hammer of use to you? Because I think I'm going to need it here in a moment. Or here in a while.
just grabs it and chucks it at him.
Gabriel,
Wait, throw it back really quick.
Gabriel, hold on. Before you do anything.
Oh, okay, got
Um,
you.
Sorry, no, go ahead. Never mind.
He throws it and he goes, wait, I'll show you what it does.
And I'll sit there going over it for a bit.
He kind of like walks out of the room. He's kind of like gross. And he just like takes it and he like flicks his wrist with it and it starts emitting like a light, like just like neon light. And then he like kind of flicks his wrist off and he goes, it also feels pretty well. And he starts like diddling with it, just like kind of twirling it around. I think it's way better for you than me. I have my ice pick. It just goes to hand it to him. You will have to get used to it and the weights and the balance and do the cool little like and he like flicks his wrist twice. But
We've got a few hours. I'll sit around with it.
it wasn't too difficult. Just hands it to him. Gives it over.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a doozy.
How do you
I will send
reveal
the
someone's
context to
stuff?
him if you don't mind.
Not
Once he
yet.
gets- wait, no.
Wait, yeah, once
Well,
you
once
just
he gets
show
used
us.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to him. Once you say okay.
Go on, Pip. Sorry.
how does one reveal something stealth or like invisible?
I have fairy fire.
If it's just
Ooh,
a
that's true.
stealth, if something's like hiding, it's just a perception check. But if it's like invisible, then there is like lots of different. You could cast a spell like see invisibility, fairy fire. Yeah, it works. But you know, you are not limited by spells. There's many.
Already
many
ready, man. Already ready.
If I won't.
Fire, for example, you know, like a light as a result of a fire. Because I recall
right.
us being in the place where we found, I think it was Otto, having the chandelier come crashing down revealed some of
Right.
the things that we were fighting.
Yeah, because
And then their wound, the blood, they were bleeding, so it enabled us to see them.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So it wasn't just the revealing of them, it was
Mhm.
okay, got it.
Yeah, it was because we were following where the blood was going. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my gosh, why am I? I'm too cooked for this.
What are the rules on? Honestly forget.
How many
Pre-preparing.
entrances are there into the village?
Sorry.
Like, how in depth can we go with defenses?
Hey, the world's your oyster. There's the two main entrances, which is the road you came in, and then there's a road that leads out towards Dreadstone. Other than
That's
that,
probably
like
gonna be where they're headed.
it's surrounded by like forest. So there's you can pretty much
Fuck
walk any
us.
direction and you'd be in the forest.
Are there any
Checks inventory.
shops or anything in this place?
It doesn't look like it. This is mainly just housing. You can see like some people have like workstations like within their house, like in their yards and stuff like that. So it's not like anybody has a shop, because there's no travelers that come by here to sell anything. But like you can see one of the houses has got like a little leather working station outside, that kind of thing. So no shops.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was thinking out loud. Go ahead.
I have a couple questions, Sock.
Sure.
The ground. Would you say it's dirt, or are we on like something else?
Yeah, you're on dirt and grass,
Okay.
and you know, for the most part.
Are any of the houses elevated, where like you have to get up like a staircase to get up to them, or I guess the places that these people live?
I'd say like there's probably like a house that has like steps up the side to get to the front door. Yeah, so there's like one of them that's raised a little bit off the ground because they had to put like a more of a foundation on. Yeah.
How high up would you say like the staircase is? Like, could you walk underneath it?
It's a stone staircase, so you wouldn't be able to walk under it.
Okay. I think Chuck's gonna make do with what he has, and he's gonna go near one of these various, I guess, stone staircases. And you said it's like 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's like 3 p.m. So you've got a few hours to prepare.
You consider this time frame a long rest?
Nope.
Chuck's gonna take his hands and he's gonna begin trying to dig himself a small hole next to the staircase.
Okay.
Back to the trench. Back to the trenches we go.
Oh my god.
You're making a trench?
Okay.
You're making
All right.
like a sniper hole?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, listen, we don't need to roll for this. You've got time. So yeah, you actually you find a shovel in the village,
Oh, thank
and
God.
you start digging a little trench next to this staircase. Are you putting it like in the base of the staircase, or like to the side?
Like kind of beside it, trying to
Okay.
like stay out of obvious line of sight.
Literally,
How big are we talking? Just enough for Chuck to get in, like to,
Or we'll say it'll fit about like 2 people, but
Okay.
it's gonna be Chuck would have a step so he could get out if he needed to.
Sure. Yep. So you have you've got a trench. Whereabouts are you putting it? Are you putting it like close to the house? Close to an entrance? Where do you want to put this?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Well,
well,
I guess this is more of a DM question then. Where the staircase, is it closest to the entrance, or is the house kind of away from the entrance?
I'd say it's close to the house, but closer to the entrance to Dreadstone. So, it's like in between the two.
Okay, so trench is gonna be kind of up beside the house.
Okay. All right. So Chuck's digging a trench. What's the rest of you doing?
I think after I've got the warhammer, I'm probably actually gonna use it a little bit to like board up windows, or even just like block doors. Just trying to really bar up the house specifically from the outside. Yeah.
Okay. Zaxxon, make me a perception check.
Now, since we're in the inlet and I have the shield, is that at advantage or no?
Yeah, you put it at advantage. Sure.
No.
Zaxxon, you so you've attuned to the weapon, right?
Let me.
Did you attune to it or not? Over the short rest?
I mean, I would have been, fucking with
Okay.
it.
All right, if that's the case, I will send you what it does. But as you're kind of like hammering into the wall and starting to like use it and stuff, like as you start to swing it and like use it, you glance off into the forest and you can see a figure standing there. A woman with dark clothing and a white mask,
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck.
and then it like shadow, like dust in the wind. The figure disappears, and you second guess whether you saw it or it was just a trick of the light. You go back to boarding up. Okay, so you board up the window to the house. You board them all up so that nobody can climb through. Okay. Anybody else?
Pip at this point is just, again, like the fucking conductor, playing with his wand. Now that all bets are off, but not doing any one thing specific.
Okay. At one point, realizes seeing you guys kind of setting up and stuff. The Minotaur comes out, and walks over and picks up like this big like wooden chopping axe, and he's got like a plaid shirt on as he walks over. And this was the guy that was pulling all the lumber. Definitely like a lumberjack type person. Comes over and says, I guess to use accent, I'm here to help. Show me where you need me.
Nice.
So help me God, leave him out of the trench.
We can try and barricade up the entrance.
The harder it is for them to get here, period, the better. If they're traveling by foot, we ought to bar the entrances to the hamlet, or the more people capable and willing to help stay around and fight, the better, though I can't imagine there are many.
Doesn't really give you an answer, just nods their head, this big fucking Minotaur, and just walks over and grabs like a fucking log in one hand, sets it on the floor, and is just gonna start using the axe, and is gonna start like making it a point. Like he's just gonna start chopping out a point in the and making like big spikes on both ends,
bro.
and
starting
eventually
to barricade around the edges of the village.
On your instruction, it goes over to the both sides of the village, and after a few hours of work, he does get some other people involved, because he's like, I ain't doing this shit on my own. You do have like wooden spiked barricades on each end of the hamlet, on the roads, so that if they come on, if they were to come with like horses or like a car or a vehicle or anything, they definitely wouldn't be able to get past on the road, and even coming through on the main entrances is going to be difficult. And they're going to get slowed down.
All right. We've boarded up the house.
Am I on the second floor with
blocked
this?
the village.
Am I outside or inside? I'm uncertain.
If you're like where Belle is, like it's just a one-story house.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you'd be
It's
just
all
inside.
barricaded. Okay.
Yeah, it's all barricaded up. You see, like a few hours later, the baby, whatever it was like crying, like the baby started crying again, and everyone like looked over towards the house. And Gabriel, you're the only one who saw it, but like as it was crying, there was like sprays of like color, like magical glitters just starts like pouring out of this poor child's mouth, and like Bella's like trying to get it to quiet down. Eventually she stops it from crying. I'll do my best to keep it quiet.
It's like Jubilee from the X-Men.
You can do everything you can, but at the end of the day, it is a child. You should be proud. Okay?
She
do our
nods. Thank you.
We're gonna keep you safe.
She kind of like gestures for you to come over. And like once you get close, Gabriel, if we survive this, I know of tunnels into Dreadstone. I can show you.
Sick.
I appreciate that. My main concern currently is your safety and theirs. Then we'll talk.
She kind of nods and goes back to comforting a child. All right. So, any other? You've still got time. Any other defenses you want to set up?
I have things that I want to do right before everything
Okay.
Yeah,
like kicks
I
off.
have,
Like at the first sign of any like aggression, I have a lot of things I just want to like.
yeah,
but-
there are things that I do that won't last long, so I
Yeah.
can't set them up too much in advance.
Okay.
But I do kind of want to like bring everybody together and just, remembering the story that Belle told about the one that fell, that I think the key to fighting them off and defeating them is going to be separating them from the masks.
Okay. So you have a little group huddle.
Blue 42.
Because I feel like that's the key. If what she said is true and the person panicked after the mask was taken from them, then maybe the mask was controlling them more than we think.
It's always worth a try.
Besides, I mean, even if I'm wrong, if it makes them panic at all, that still gives us the upper hand.
It's the moment of opportunity, if anything.
So you have your huddle, you have your time, unless there's anything else that you guys are preparing. Now's your last chance.
What is like the time frame?
It is.
Have we sensed any sort of attack yet?
You haven't sensed an
I
attack
guess.
yet, but the light is getting low and torches are having to be lit to
Okay.
You see there's some people just lighting standing torches around. They are helping you out.
At this time, with everybody huddled, I think it's a good moment that I will get. I take out of my pack. It looks like just like a small piece of white cloth, and I put it into like a little vial and I swish it around. And I let the vapors come out and I tell you guys all to smell it. Which is Pip, Zexun, and Enna. Sorry, Chuck. I can only do 3. I'm gonna be casting Aid. So you guys will get. Let me use it.
Is aid stackable?
I believe so. So you will get 5 it increases your hit point maximum by 5
Woohoo!
for 8 hours.
Oh.
8
Damn.
hours.
Holy
It's
shit.
a second level spell. It's a huge it's a bolus. It's 5 that might save somebody's life. So
Yeah, each target maximum and okay.
so you guys have to smell the juice. Take a sniff. Hopefully that will hold throughout the fight duration. Not too sure, but we held out on it. Just a couple.
When I smoke my pipe, it only lasts for 10 minutes. So I gotta be ready.
And I think. Never mind. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so who did you cast aid on? Sorry.
It's going to be Pip, Zexun, and Enna.
Okay. All right.
And can I, if I were to use, let's say, a potion, can I add on to that, or can it only come from one source?
8 is
So-
an immediate 5 hit points. Like maximum.
It's
so you just go
maximum.
up.
Yeah. So like if you take damage, you can heal up to that amount still. Because it's max HP. It's not temp HP. It's max HP.
Oh.
I just raise your endurance basically.
It's the same thing that Pip uses with his pipe.
Okay.
But his only lasts a minute. This lasts 8 hours.
Hey, whoa.
It's not a
10
concentration.
minutes. It's 10.
Okay.
I don't believe it's a concentration either. It's just
No,
it
it's not.
happens after I do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, I give you smelling salts in a weird way.
Chuck would eat him.
Delicious.
Of course you would.
He'd eat
Sorry,
like
Chuck.
Tic Tacs.
I only got one.
You
other
clearly
second
never
level spell
smelled
right now.
smelling salts before.
I have, let me tell you.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna
As-
save blindness and deafness for the baby.
As night comes, there's no more light in the sky. You watch it set over the horizon. The tension begins to build as you hear the faint cries of the child within. And 30 minutes pass. Another 30 minutes pass. An hour. And then Zaxxon, Enna, Gabriel, you are first to hear them. You start hearing out in the forest whispers,
Oh, that gives me chills. I don't like that. Oh.
unintelligible, but omnidirectional. You're not quite sure where it's coming from, but it's everywhere.
My PTSD.
And it's coming. They're coming. The whispers are here. And you draw your weapons. You look at each other, ready for whatever's to come. As the lights in the hamlets at the edge of town snuff out one by one.
Fuck us. Oh no.
As the candle lights and the torch lights begin to dissipate, getting closer and closer to you. All of the torches snuff out in an instant. The only light.
I thought about doing fires, but didn't think there'd be
I
a
did
point.
too.
Yeah.
And it's now pitch black as all you hear is the sound of your breath, the sound of the mud underneath your boots, the rain hitting your helmets, and the whispers coming into this village to take this sorceress baby away. That's what we're going to pick up next episode, guys.
Fuck!
God damn it!
All
Fuck
right.
you!
I'm ready for a fight now!
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Get in your hole, Chuck!
Next
He doesn't-
session.
Hey. God, fuck!
Chuck's literally a fucking landmine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Chuck just fucking cover himself in dirt and he's sort of sitting there with the flintlock.
Just
fucking
grabs people and
Dude,
takes
I'm
them.
telling you, Chuck is back.
One of those guys is gonna.
Good!
Can't these guys or the whisperers or whatever detect magic because that's what they're targeting? And doesn't he also have some magical fucking sword on him?
Yeah, he's literally a glow stick.
You're right.
Well,
yeah.
it's sheath though,
It's
so
sheath.
Shit, yeah. Because so one of these guys is gonna step into Chuck's hole and Chuck is gonna fucking snuff
Like a
him out.
fucking nom fucking
He's
booby
like-
trap.
Yeah, he's turned into the Viet Cong. He's fucking
Chuck is
taking
Viet
these-
Cong!
is it bad that as soon as you said Sock, you're like, you know, the map's your oyster, do what you want. I was like, Oh fuck! I know exactly what Chuck would do. I mean,
That's
not for nothing.
perfect.
The guy lived underground for how many fucking years?
This fight's gonna
Yep.
suck, bro. This is gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely.
I don't
gonna be
know.
a
I don't know
rough
about you guys, but I'm fucking ready.
I think we're about to get our shit rocked.
I'm pretty sure Chuck dug himself his fucking grave too. So
You have to think. This entire town has been yoinked by these quote unquote whispers, and we're about to be like, no thanks. Let's fight that. This
I don't-
unstoppable force.
Listen, if they're sucking magic, I don't do magic. I'm gonna hit him in the face.
Yeah.
Call the Minotaur. Get that guy back.
I might be fucked.
What are the
He's
odds?
with you.
What are the odds that the baby does like some strange thing where it like where it coughs and then like suddenly there's a burst of light and they're all blinded and
I
Did you see the
literally
house on fire?
I was talking about that with my chat. I was like, what if we do the scene of the boys where somebody grabs the baby and fucking laser beams like with their eyes and fucking cuts his
Like the
eyes out.
Incredibles, like Jack Jack.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
fucking
God.
Is this Jack Jack's birth?
Oh fuck, dude.
Get him, Jack Jack.
okay, I'm doing a test roll for my I'm doing a test roll. Stand by. Let's see how bad this would go. 66. Let's
Oh,
see
horrible.
where
Dude,
that
I
lands
forgot
on the
your ass is
wand.
doing wild magic, or more or less over there too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
Oh, Jesus
And it's wasted.
What
It's
if you
gone.
can't see them and it's just us?
You're gonna roll a 66 again.
I know, but okay, let's just see where we'd end up here. 52.
Just
Uh,
we're
A
just like
spectral
testing.
shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you +2 bonus to AC,
Hey,
and
yo.
immunity to magic missile.
fuck.
Like this
One of those
is
has to be like,
going
you
great.
explode and die.
He's using all the good
This
rolls
is-
now.
97. You're
turn into
surrounded by
grass.
faint ethereal music for the next minute.
Well, you won't hear
You
the
got a
whispers,
soundtrack.
though.
And I'm just saying, if I roll a 99 or 100, you regain all expended sorcery points.
That's crazy.
That's
Well, hold
You're
on,
not
you
a
don't,
Sorcery points.
You don't
You're
have
not
any
even a
sorcery points.
sorcerer, You're a wizard.
So in other
fuck.
words, you don't know what happens on a
That's
99.
useless.
This is the Reddit one. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of the fucking the amount of times I can cast spells and shit. I thought it was
No.
just that.
You ain't no sorcerer.
Dude, I got Chuck with a bow and arrow and a fucking gun in a trench. You're out here talking about like
Chuck's out here
lightning
with-
strikes and shit.
Chuck's out here with like cocaine gum and a gun.
We got a bad one. We got a bad one. You cast confusion centered on yourself.
What's going on?
Keep Pip far the fuck away from me.
Yeah, like a paintball team, as I said last time. We just all scatter and run from Pip as he casts a spell.
Fuck.
This is gonna be
Socks,
so
you
good.
once again.
Who
thank
let me
you.
do this?
God damn it.
You're the one who made a character who was like, yeah, fuck it, he's a chronic
Gambler.
gambler. Yeah.
Thank you, Socks. It's great. I love
no
it.
problem.
Yeah.
Every week
God.
is so impressive. It's crazy.
So, did I hear that correctly? Not only did they snuff out all of the lights, but it's also raining too?
Yep.
Yeah, fucking
Okay,
blows.
yeah. So, my idea for a bonfire or multiple bonfires wasn't going to work. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
I saw my tinderbox and thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Shop, if you could check my inventory, I added the Warhammer and see if I named it and did the description appropriately.
Y'all, I'm just saying,
Hey,
I
it was
hope
great.
I roll a 15 or 16 during any of these fights.
What is it?
For the
Mhm.
next minute, you regain 5 HP at the start of each of your turns.
That's so lit.
That's nice.
Yeah, just
Crazy.
gamble. It's
Considering-
gonna be great.
Could be
How-
dog shit. You could turn into a potted plant over in the corner.
Dude,
That's
it might
really
save
funny.
him.
No.
God.
You see a surprise fern.
He's gonna
Oh.
shout something like really cool. He's gonna do this little like short burst
This
monologue,
would be the
and
sickest
then-
shit ever.
then he's a sheep, and then that's it.
Avada Kedavra!
Oh no.
I'm just saying, if any of you miss next session, I will personally yell at you.
31 to 32.
Chucks it in
Imagine
battle.
mid fight, I'm trying to do like a lot of damage. I roll a 31.